What's going on, Jax? How you doing, Jax?
Pues aquí andamos en country day.
Hey, hold on a second. You got to put a twang on that. You got to put a twang on that. Don't be talking like we usually talk.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you got to put a twang on that.
Well, listen here, rock and roll, James. Did I go too hillbilly?
You never make it on Yellowstone, son. You know that.
Let me tell you one thing, rock and roll, James. Over yonder where I come from, the men don't dress like this. We don't wear whiny shirts like that, Rock.
They'll never make it as a cowpoke on the Dutton Ranch, son.
We wear shirts with our sleeves cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, bro.
Hey, you caught me a little bit off guard.
Well, the reason I'm talking like this is because I never thought in my entire life I'd be sitting next to both Seafers here tonight. Yeah, look at that.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Family tradition, son.
You already know it.
What's going on, Carlito?
I'm a real country boy from Seguin, Texas. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
We got Matadors, we got Wranglers, we got beautiful women out there in Seguin, Texas.
You know, a country boy can't survive.
Oh, I can survive very much.
Hell no, you wouldn't make it a day on the Dutton Ranch, son. That's right.
Man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry.
They would have taken me to the train station already, talking with that gibberish.
Oh, they would have taken you to New York.
Yeah.
Get a rope.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that Bronco Buster, Chris Perez, in here with you, man.
Yeah,
that's all right. Chris Perez, the Bronco Buster.
I made it.
He busted a few Bronx, man.
Hey. That was off the record. That's off the record.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hashtag PVT Live, baby. Woo! Holy moly. I'm nervous. We've got Chris Perez. We got Carlito and Grupo Metal here.
In the house.
We want to thank Dr. T's Primary Care for men and women. All right? And, the family tradition is to, roll around in the sack all night long and take care of that young lady you got there in the bedroom. And then it hadn't been happening like it used to be. You know what I mean? Where you could... You'd roll around for a couple of hours, and now it's down to like 2 minutes. But you want to last a little longer, you go talk to my friends. Dr. T's Primary Care for men and women, 956-441-2188. And how you doing in the love department there, Chris? How old are you anyway, man?
Really? I'll be 56 in August.
56, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
How are them testosterone levels helping?
We got to talk.
Hey, man,
I don't know. I think you can always be better.
Bro, it could be great.
Well, it's pretty good right now. I'm just saying I think you could always be better.
You need to try the Trimix, bro.
I have no idea.
Oh, my God.
Down to explore these.
The thing is, it turns women into toxicas, bro.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That's not what he needs.
Yeah. Well, and if not, there's no side effects to it, and you can last for hours, brother. You can have a lot of fun.
Okay,
but
I'll be here for a few days, so set me up an appointment.
There is a side effect. Your woman will get up making you homemade tortillas the next day. All right?
That's not a bad thing.
What about you, Carlito? Everything good with you in the love making department?
I'm at the Dutton Ranch. Everything's all good.
How old are you, Carlito?
I'll let you guys go ahead and just have some fun on the side.
Come on, Chris. You know this guy, right? Come on, he's our age too, right?
I plead the fifth, bro.
Yeah,
that's up to him.
No, I'm 52.
You're 52.
Yeah.
He's younger than us, Chris.
Yeah, you better believe it. I'm a young buck.
I'm older than all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I told you that earlier.
I mean, but we got to give him his moment, you know what I mean? Because there was a long time where he was the little runt.
Yeah,
out of all of us. When we were the young badasses.
I remember
now.
This picture right here was like 2015.
Oh, yeah.
It was 2015. How old were you back then, Chris? Look at that.
I was 36, 35.
It looks like you hadn't slept in a while, man. You're having a bad hair day there.
No. We were like, we had been partying for a few days.
I mean, we were at Padre Island, right?
No,
Or
it was
that?
Harlingen.
Oh, Harlingen,
Remember?
that's right.
What the hell were you all doing? Because I had just finished recording my band's album, right? And I wanted you guys to hear it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
No, you had done what was it, Witchy Woman, or what was the name of it?
it was Whiskey D, and we had
No, but the song, the one that I heard that day.
it was an original. It was called the senior party.
Yeah, the senior
one
party.
last shot.
I remember that.
And then the
that.
other one. And then I remember we were listening to it, and it was in my wife's red car. What was the name? What was that car that you had before?
I had a Chrysler.
The Chrysler 800 or 500 or one of those hundreds. But I wanted you guys to hear the CD. I was real proud of it.
You had a song called MILF.
Yeah, and
I remember that one.
the score, man. Remember the score? And I remember I played the score for you guys.
I think we were doing a book signing or something like that. With
something like that, man. But hold on.
This one's called The Score.
Let's do this one. And then this guy, after the song he did, we're in the car.
What did he do?
Carlos does like a country DJ voice, and that's on 107.25.
Yeah. Country Y100.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool.
And so I went over there, and you guys were doing something down here. It was like a
I
sign.
think we were doing a
something
book
like
signing. Yeah, it was a
2015,
book signing,
man.
Yeah, back then. That
You
sounds
know what?
right.
Yeah, it was. It was something at a mattress place down in Harlingen.
Yeah.
Hey.
Remember that?
The mattress firm.
Yeah, it was something like that.
No, I don't know where it was.
Can you
Yeah.
believe, ladies and gentlemen, this picture right here is 10 years old.
Rock, but we go way even.
I
you
know.
way
10
back
years
than
before
that.
that, if not 20.
I know.
Hey, those are some three outlaws right there. That's
Dude,
Waylon,
we were
Willie,
and look, we all got
and Chris
whiskey D-shirts,
Christopherson.
right? We all got whiskey D-shirts. I
Yeah.
took you whiskey D-shirts.
Yeah.
Dude, how fast time flies, bro.
dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, man.
10 years that happened.
Yeah, and it just seems to go faster the older we get, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're
But
running
great
out of
memories,
years.
man. Great memories.
Like, what do you, like, you're 56, right? You said?
I will be, yeah.
You'll be 56?
I'm 55.
I'm
I'll
fi-
be 56.
I'm 50. I won't be 59. And I start thinking of like, okay, how many years do I got to do what I've always wanted to do and what I want to keep doing?
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things I want to do, you know, and then I just became a grandfather and I start counting the years with him, you know, like, okay, he's right here.
Well, yeah.
When he's 20, I'll be 78.
Congratulations.
Well, you know, the older we get, the more life becomes about different things. Like, kind of, not that you're forgetting about anything, but you're adding things to the soup. You know what I mean? So, like, you being a grandfather, I don't know anything about that, but that adds, you know, as a matter of fact, Suzette and I, like, Suzette, I mean, she's a grandma now. They got 2 grandkids. That, she's super excited about it,
crazy.
super happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her, you know, and it's like, but you start looking at things differently, you know, because when I was early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, it was all about music, and that's all it was, you know. And then of course you have the kids, and
Life in
then
the
that
fast
starts
lane.
coming in, you know what I mean? And then you start taking things a little more seriously. And
Is life still as fast for you as it was 10 years ago when we saw it? Because, man, you were on were on fire back then.
No, it's
bro.
faster. It's faster. It seems like since the pandemic, like I got hit with this like epiphany of like, dude, you never know when you got to take advantage of everything you have in front of you now. Don't wait until the right time. You know what I mean? Which I used to do all the time. I used to wait until things kind of presented themselves to me. And then once I started kind of going after them or meeting people that were doing things I wanted to be a part of, and then we started creating projects together. That's how all this stuff has started for me lately over the last like five years maybe.
Do you ever feel like you've got too much on your plate sometimes? Or you've got a pretty good balance going on right now? Because,
You know,
man, you got the wine thing
No,
going.
I
You're with
always-
Louis the singer. You're with Metal. You've
Yeah.
got your own band. I mean, there's no sitting down with you,
Look,
man.
dude, but just like everybody else, I'm sure most people watching this, like there are, you know, you're gonna have your days where you feel like, did I bite off more than I can chew? Am I over? Like, can I really give myself to all these projects and be 100% or be the best that I can be for this? Everybody has those days. So to answer your question, I mean, there are days I think that now, but the thing is, like, the people that I work with, like, it is not, I might be the face, I might be the name, But there's no way, like, without Babo, without Carlito, without the guys in my band, you know, John Garza, Jorge.
Yeah, shout out to Babo Gomez. Shout out to Babo Gomez.
The guys in Metal, you know, Adolf.
Your crew.
Eduardo.
Yeah.
I mean, just, if you surround yourself with the right people, shit gets done.
Yeah.
You know, the way you want it to get done. And everybody's got the same vision. And everybody wants to see everybody else go to the next level. So,
And sometimes you don't really, you don't even have time to stop and think about it, you know, because you got to go to the next show and you got to do the next thing, and it's like nonstop. It's and then when you're not doing anything, you kind of feel out of place. I know I do, man. Like when I'm sitting down, sometimes when me and my wife we go on vacation and we go to a condo in the South Padre Island, it's like I'm gonna disconnect. I gotta freaking disconnect.
Yeah.
And then you start detox.
well, what do you do? What do you do when you
detox-
disconnect? Like, how do you disconnect from something?
I start detoxing from the digital shit, bro. There's like a side effects to that, and I start feeling. You can ask my wife. I'm feeling good the first 2 days we're there, and then the third day I start feeling like, whoa, you know, right, babe?
Yes, all
Like
the time.
super tired?
No, just like sick, dude. Like,
Oh shit!
yeah, dude. And it's pretty crazy, but I call it's a digital detoxification, because
I do
that's
too.
our entire life is digital. I mean, we're on that.
Yeah.
And there's energy coming from that and getting into you, and you're giving it energy, right?
Right.
So it's like a drug. I mean, you know,
There's more
especially
to it
don't-
than that. There's more to it than that.
Well, yeah. It depends on how involved you want to get in it. I don't think I get that involved. I think
you're not too you don't work too much on the social media stuff, right? I mean, you're
nah, but you know what? Look, I'll say it because it's. I feel like it's probably a little easier for me to post stuff and get the interactions and the things, you know what I mean, that come along with all that.
yeah.
And I don't feel like I have to keep working it to further myself. It just it's not my thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I think my problem with it is that I'm worried about what everybody else is doing, and I'm looking at everybody else's shit, and I'm not really trying to promote myself or, you know, whatever. If something's coming up, I'll post once, maybe twice about what I'm up to, but I don't really pursue it. And
It's not an impulsive
it pisses
thing with you.
people off that I work with. They're like, dude, you have to post about this event and whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, all right, whatever. That's not my thing.
Who picks up the slack? I mean, Carlito, do you do it?
Yeah,
do you do
I mean,
most of the?
I mean, for me, like looking at him and with the social media, he really doesn't have to do it, because when he posts, I mean,
Just once a day,
yeah,
right?
you'll see
Not even that.
you'll see 100,000.
It's because he's like a legacy artist.
Sometimes-
right?
I mean, yeah, he's already
a
reached that
legacy-
status. He's already reached
He's
that
legacy status, yeah.
you know,
and
yeah.
for the people that are just trying to get up in the
then they're trying to get that algorithm.
Yeah,
but
yeah, they need to
He's
move
already got that following that
Yeah.
everybody like. What?
the brand.
The minute they get that alert, they want to know what.
Well, I've
what
always
he's
been,
done, you know?
but wait, before social media and all that stuff, I've always been like a pretty private guy, and I've only, you know,
Private eyes.
I've only like, you know, I've only like started using social media to promote events and things like that. I don't really get too private life stuff. You know, I don't post. I mean, on occasion I'll post something with the kids, but mostly it's like, oh, I'm in the studio, or oh, I'm going to LA, or oh, I'm in Miami. You know what I mean? I mean, to me, that's what social media. 80% of it is.
It's a
about
promotional
that.
tool.
But I know people want to know about some personal stuff. So, but then you know how it is too. You post something personal, and right away people start reading the wrong thing into that. And then what I feel like I'm doing is I'm creating this rumor or this vibe that is not even a true thing. I didn't even mean to do that, but people read into it, and then I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll post something, it goes viral. And I'll call him and I'm like, bro, I just was posting whatever, and I didn't snap.
And you regret it or what?
I don't
Do you feel like
If
you
I
have to
would've-
delete it now? or something?
No. And I don't regret it. But if I would have remembered that this could go viral, I wouldn't have posted it.
Have you ever posted while you're buzzing and stuff, or you're like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm being honest, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's later
100%.
later at night on a weekend, you already know.
Yeah.
Look at the date and the time. If
Do you
can
keep
see
an
that.
eye on his stuff,
Yeah, I
Carlito?
do. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's called me
Yeah.
a
Is
few
he the
times.
police?
He's like,
I'm
I
like,
can't-
what the
No,
fuck?
he's had me, like, I've posted something, And like within seconds, I'll get a call, and he's right.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you doing? Take that down." So I'm like, and I don't even think about it. When he calls and he tells me, I'm like, "Take it down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've put some, I mean, you know, because at the end of the day, nobody knows the full story. Nobody knows the whole story. They only know what's been given to them out there in social media.
And everybody's
or-
hoping to latch onto something.
Oh.
You know, right?
Man, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Dude.
Everybody wants to know first.
I mean, and everybody, well, the thing is, everybody thinks they already know. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. Is they think they already know. So like this. Like, I love plain, simple stuff. I have this ring, right? I wear it right here. And it doesn't get in the way. For some reason, on this finger, it doesn't get in the way when I'm playing guitar.
Yeah.
When I'm doing anything. So it's the only ring I keep on 24/7. Just because I like it, and it's simple, like I am.
Okay.
Right? And when we play, sometimes I'll put the big gaudy things on. You know how it is, right?
Yeah.
And just it's the look. This stays on. Somebody posted something the other day, and like, you shouldn't be talking, or you shouldn't even be promoting. It was the documentary, the Selena documentary.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't even be, you got a wedding ring on? And I'm like, what? Who's got a wedding ring on? Who's married? And then all these people start commenting as if
They
that's
start
the
going-
truth.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, it's like, you can't.
But that's part of the game. You know,
That's what I was gonna say.
the
Is you can't
engagement.
argue with them, but what's so funny to me is how they talk about it as if it's true. You know what I mean?
People
Like
wanna-
100%
Oh,
matter.
like,
People
yeah.
will believe what they want to believe.
Oh, dude, like, it's not even funny. Like, I get so many messages about these women who are saying they having a relationship with him. And I mean, I'm talking
My
more than
goodness.
20
Oh,
people,
it's gotten
more than 20
scary.
people.
Wow.
And we'll say, you
Yeah,
know,
my wife has that problem with me too, bro.
All the time. All the time.
Bunch of old ladies calling, way.
Yeah.
You know, shit, Yo estoy saliendo con rock and roll James.
and they will sit there and say, you know, I don't know how to tell you this, but I've been seeing Chris for 6 months. You know, and I've given him over a certain amount of money.
One person, $2,000.
Yeah, no, I've heard
$5,000.
10,000. I've heard 8,000.
They've given, dude, and I'm gonna tell Suzette and AB. I'm hitting them
Yeah,
up, and I'm
dude,
gonna
it's
tell
like
them, and I'm
that.
like, yo, I don't even know who this person is.
And you know what I do, man?
crazy.
I'm just out of courtesy. Like, I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry this happened to you, but like, you really need to start.
Don't respond.
No, I just say you
I
really
don't.
need to verify. No, I don't want them to fall into that thing. Like, I'm trying to help them out and be like, sorry that happened to you, but it wasn't him. You know, I mean, I don't know why
Dude.
you even gave him money. They'll say like, well, he needed the money for the studio. I'm like, no, like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Like, no. But it's going back to what you were saying. They believe
What they want to
what
believe.
they want. Yeah. It's so weird.
Isn't it crazy? It's
so weird.
Social media has opened
Dude,
us
it
up to
is-
so many people we don't even know.
It's the social media is the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the Wizard of Oz.
It's crazy, dude.
There's someone behind it controlling it. That's why there's catfished. That's why there's so many of these things that go
Fake
on.
profiles?
Yeah, fake profiles.
I mean, I get people sending me like screenshots. Hey, is this you? Asking me to be a friend or asking me to follow. Dude, that ain't me. And they copy the exact same shit I got on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Do you have any problems with that, Chris? Fake profiles?
Yes. The problem with it, the problem for me is there's only so much time in the day that I can't be on Facebook or Instagram and filing whatever it is you have to do, and it's a fraud, it's a scam, or
Yeah.
they're impersonating. Like, there's no way I can go down the list of people that do it.
And Facebook doesn't have a check mark thing, right? Like Twitter, right? You have a check mark. They should do that with Facebook, right?
No,
Or
but
they
you can,
do.
but
Do they?
you can get one that looks like it, copy
Yeah.
paste it, and put it on your picture, and
Yeah.
then when you post it, it looks like there's a blue check.
And that woman that said that she gave Chris 2,000 could have been a fake profile asking her.
No, dude,
asking
hey,
her.
no, they're for real. They're for real.
Rock people. How can I?
They're vulnerable.
Do I even say it? Like people have shown up to my front door of
Yeah.
my house,
What?
and like I got security and all that stuff. They somehow get up to the door, and I got the cameras or whatever, and I'm thinking like, did I order Uber Eats or what the hell's going on? 8 a.m, and and usually Bob was there. Hey, Bob, what's up?
I'll take the food.
No, usually Bob will get the door. Usually Bob gets the door, but this one particular time, it was early in the morning, and I'm like, you know what? Boom, Bob was asleep. We had been working all night in the studio. My son was asleep in his room, and I'm like, I looked on my phone on the camera, and I'm like, oh well, seems cool enough. Let me get up and go to the door. I go to the door.
Oh my goodness.
I open the door, and she's like, hey, and I said, can I help you? She's, really? I said, yeah, really. Oh, I said, I don't know who you would. And she has her phone, and she starts going through her phone, and I could see like she's scrolling through messages and pictures as if I'm talking to her.
Oh my gosh, that's
And dude,
crazy.
no, listen,
Damn.
I kind of want to apologize right now because at that point right then and there, like I freaked out, and I started like being like, I don't know who the F you are.
Yeah.
But you need to get the F off the property. I don't know how you got in here. I don't know how you made it, whatever. And she's like, really? I'm whatever. And I said, I don't even want to hear it. My neighbor across the street, there's a lot of military dudes. This dude's a white, he's
a badass.
Dude, he's got all the guns. He's, like I said, helicopter pilot, whatever. And
He's a good guy to have next door.
Oh, dude, all of my neighbors are super cool. But him, he happened to see, and he came across, and he was like, hey, is there a problem? Is there a problem, little brother? And I was like, dude, I don't know, whatever. And he's like, you need to get off the property right now. Boom, boom. So she took off. And I felt kind of, me being me, after I calmed down, I was like, did I really have to, like, F this, F that? And
Well, you're in the moment.
Yeah.
no, I thought about Noah and like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and then my past too, and the whole thing with like crazy fans.
No, and then
the
some
whole
people can
Selena
be
thing.
recording you, dude, and then
Yeah, that's
they'll put it
scary.
up,
Yeah.
and then they'll misconstrue it as you being an asshole with people
Yep.
when you're not even you're not even nothing like that,
I'm
right?
nothing
Edit
like
it
that.
out, too,
I am
dude.
nothing like that.
And it's a gated community.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, but you have to be careful
we
with
have
cameras
security, too,
everywhere
yeah.
with phones, dude.
Yeah,
And they'll
but
edit it to where they won't show the full context, and it just shows you losing. And then before you know it, it's all over the damn news. Chris Perez unhinged, and shit like that.
Yeah. But there has been some cool, like there's this other one story. It's a cool one where I did order Uber Eats, and it was, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock at night, whatever. And the doorbell rings, and I'm like, I'll go get it. We're all there, me, Bob, some of the guys were working in the studio, and I go and I open the door. First thing I see when I open the door is the driver's a girl, but she has a Selena shirt on.
Oh, man.
And I'm standing there and I go, wait a minute. She's like, oh my God, whatever. And I go like, ah! And we were both freaking out. And then I was like, we got to get a picture of this. And we did. We took a picture. I posted it to
That's
socials. So there's a cool,
Yeah.
Wow.
there's cool things that come along with
but
it,
you
but there's
never
also
know,
a lot of
right?
scary
Yeah.
shit,
I mean, it could be people pretending they're taking you food, like they're pretending they're Uber Eats, or you just
Don't
have to
say
be
that
careful.
Está
man.
como la baby reindeer. Have you ever seen that?
and
that
then
show?
dude,
The what?
Baby reindeer with that lady that based on a true story.
Oh,
that one
yeah,
that was-
yeah.
She was a stalker of a guy. No, hombre.
Why is it called Baby Reindeer though?
If I tell you why it's called that, it's kind of giving away.
oh,
the
okay.
show, yeah.
Oh, we'll look for it.
Don't do it.
But dude, I don't trust Uber Eats or stuff like that. I feel like what if they tamper with the food and shit?
That's
I mean, you never know, dude, right? Especially if they know who it's going to, because I got haters,
They don't know,
bro.
but no.
Do you
no,
really? Yeah.
wait a
Wow.
minute. I can't get too much into detail, but it's not my name.
Oh, orale.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why that one person with the Selena shirt freaked out when I
Yeah.
opened the door, and she was like, "Oh
It's like Kris Kardashian or something else. Like
no,
something like
no,
that.
no."
It's Chris Martinez.
What's that? What the
Nah, nobody would ever guess.
Yeah, no, it's good to have like different names, yeah, or have
Alias,
Bobble, have
alias.
Bobble, but
No, Bob gets upset not upset. He gets like, yo, like he's got my back, and we're together like 90% of the time because we're always working in the studio, creating stuff and working on different projects, and he's just always there. So just this one time, I didn't want to wake him up because when the doorbell went off and that girl, that fan, I guess we'll call her, who
Yeah.
thought she was having a relationship with me. When she rang the doorbell, I was gonna tell Bob like, "Hey, get the door," because I don't know what it is. But when I walked to the hallway where his room And where my son's room is, I could hear him snoring, and it was like just a super peaceful, loud snore. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna wake him up this time. Let me go do it. And then that's when it happened.
And was the girl hot or no?
Hey, I mean,
She was.
Was
she
she
was
fine?
cute.
Funny.
She was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Órale.
But but what? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
I mean,
Like,
so you could
no, like what?
Oh, we
gonna
have
be
a
like,
relationship. Well,
yeah,
come
yeah,
on
yeah,
in.
Yeah, right.
I already gave you money.
I didn't get it. Though.
Oh man.
Pues that's fucked up and everything, pero ¿sabes qué? Pues, I mean, if you want to come inside.
Let me order Uber Eats. Let me order.
No, man.
Don't worry about my friend. He's asleep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Chris and we got Carlos. We also want to thank, let me see here, Rhodey's Country Fried Chicken in Eagle Pass. When are you guys going to Eagle Pass? Anytime soon?
We
were
just
just
came
there.
back.
Dude, stop at Rhodey's, dude.
We were
Gizzards,
there.
fried chicken.
And I was thinking about that.
Bro.
Thinking about that.
They'll take care of you. Rick is the nicest dude ever, bro.
Right on.
Great guy. Rhodey's Playland. Look at him. He would have gone into the kitchen himself and cooked it up for you, bro.
They don't have one here?
No, dude. And he's got a truck. And what he's been doing, he's been taking his truck to the sites of the oil workers and all that stuff.
Over there?
Dude, and he's like, man, he sells out on everything, bro. And he's got his special.
What's your favorite?
The gizzards, bro.
Gizzards?
Fresh. The fresh gizzards with fries, dude. And the fried chicken. Look at the size of the chicken tenders. No me olvídate, cállate la boca, shut up.
Rick just sent us a super chat. Thank you, Rick.
Es todo. Also, chorizo de HH. Man, I want to thank Libo Hinojosa, la familia Hinojosa. H&H, you remember them. They were here in the Rio Grande Valley for many, many years. 100% pork. This is the best chorizo you could find on the market at any HEB. And if it's not there, you need to tell them, hey, you need to get some chorizo de HH because this is the best chorizo in town. You turn on the pit, you put some chorizo in a pan, you put some cheese in there, make some choriqueso fajitas and some sausage. Then you make a tortilla and you put everything in it, not just choriqueso, not just are you hungry, man? We got some food. We get you some food. Choriqueso, man, that's awesome. It's chorizo de HH. Get it or ask for it at your favorite market or supermarket. Also want to thank Top Grade Physical Therapy. If you guys ever get hurt, man, or you're hurting from some part of your body, man, these guys will take care of you. You come on over, Chris, and you know I always send you wherever you need. If you ever need anything, we can take care of you. You're in pain, they evaluate everything the body needs. You're already 56. You're going to get up to that age where you'll start feeling a little bit of pain here and there. Mechanics, flexibility, joint mobility, functional strength, neurological impairments, and more. 854-4364 is the number, area code 956. Right off the expressway in McAllen, they accept insurance, and it's Top Grade Physical Therapy, the experts that keep you moving. As a matter of fact, if you message them on Facebook, my son handles their Facebook, so he'll be able to communicate with you whatever questions you got. Also, the 2-tier custom portable grill by Solid Ironworks. You know who does? It's Rolo from Solido.
Rolo, yeah.
Yeah, and
Rolo.
me traen merch los vatos.
He makes
Checa
I see that.
Cállate la boca,
Wow,
shut
Rolo.
up.
A mí no me trajeron nada.
I didn't get
Rolo, come
one.
on, dog.
Freddy Guajardo, 956-573-2398. That's the guy that makes the pits, man. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Custom grills for Weber Kettle. Look at those things, man. You got to make one that says Chris Perez on it, dude, or make one that says Carlito, or make one that says Grupo Metal. You take it on the road.
Wow, look at
you
that.
can disassemble it, and then you could put it back up together, and you could make a barbecue anywhere you're at. That's a griddle and grill, so you can make little pancakes or some eggs on one of it and the steak on the other. You can put some pollo on there, and it's got that 2-tier, so you can lift up the pollo so it don't, if the fire's too hot. Now they've got this other grill that show that picture, babe. The grill that they just finished making is like it's a work of art, man. So they'll put whatever logo, whatever logo you want, they'll put it in the middle. And you know when the fire starts getting low and you like need to put more, and you need to take the whole thing off and all the food, well, you just put the food to the side and the center comes off.
Oh, wow.
And you just put the charcoal,
More
whatever you
charcoal,
need to refill it. So you don't have to take all the meat off, take the grill off, and do all that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And they've got a contest starting tomorrow. I have the text from Rolo, babe. Can you put it on there? I think it's
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
have it
right
here.
there. It'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it says custom high-rise grill giveaway. Once they reach 1,000 followers, and I think they need like 60 more. They'll have more details tomorrow on the page on how to win. So go to their Facebook at Solid Iron Works, okay? Órale, es
Rolo,
todo.
brother, you know I need one, man.
Yeah. Órale, Rolo.
up.
Freddie.
Solid Ironworks. Fierro.
For sure.
Jax, how's the chat zone, man? We're live tonight. How many people we got watching right
We're
now?
on fire right now, Rock. We are on fire.
Órale.
I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of shout outs. We are on fire.
Órale. So let's see. Send some out, man. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I want to send a happy birthday to Ms. Laura, Ohio.
Happy birthday,
friend.
Happy birthday.
She's one of our loyal fans. So congratulations to
Yes.
you, ma'am. Victor Espinosa from Eagle Lake. Rick Rody, saludos. Juan Hernandez from Moses Lake, Washington. Belinda Adames from Orange Park, Florida. Inez Martinez from Lubbock, Texas. Adrian Medellin from Pasco, Washington. Tommy Diaz from Buda, Texas. Rosie Garcia from Richland, Washington.
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 Fat Cat 602 from Surprise, Arizona. Rocky Gonzalez from Houston. Sergio Gonzalez from Chile, Kennedy, Texas. MXR 68MO Highway. Chillicothe, Missouri. Puro Longhorns from Bakersfield, California. 84 Latin Gray from Dallas, Texas. Jason Reese from Hondo, Texas. And I got some questions.
What are the
Órale.
questions?
Take a breath. Take a breath. That's a nice shirt.
By the way,
Go.
Chris, those stories you were telling us right now were some gold, dude. It was great. Thank you
Really?
so much for sharing that shit with us, bro.
Ah, you're welcome.
Man, I was all into it, dude. Like, what? My wife was like, I can't believe that. It's like freaky, dude.
Yeah.
All right, the question that I liked the most was the one that says it was from DV Toxico, and he says, "Remember when Jesse Turner outdrank Chris Perez? Is that true, Chris?"
False.
That's not
false?
true.
That is very
What
false.
happened?
Very false.
I remember Jesse getting carried out.
Yeah, I
That's what I
remember that too.
remember. That's what I
remember that. I
remember.
was there.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey,
He was even throwing up.
if that's how he remembers it, that's fine. I mean, ain't nobody trying to outdrink anybody. We're just trying to have a good time.
Jesse's in his 40s, man. He's a
No,
kid.
no, but he tried. He gave it a shot.
Yeah,
all
but
good.
but you know, Chris, me and you, we've been partying since the 90s,
Oh my
dude.
God, we're gonna bring that up.
So you know,
I know. There's been some.
so Jesse didn't stand a chance, man.
No,
You know what I
not
mean?
at all.
You know, I mean,
Basically, you know his capabilities, right?
Right. Knows mine? Yeah.
Yes.
bro, let me tell you, anybody that started partying after 2000 can't hang
not
with
the
the
same. It's
the
not the
90s
same.
was like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was days of partying. It was
Well,
crazy.
he said he had a
We
high
put the
tolerance,
shades on.
right?
We start talking about this.
He did say
Hold
that.
on.
He said he had a high tolerance.
You know what's crazy? Who, Jesse?
Yeah, he said he had a high tolerance.
Not high tolerance.
Yeah.
To me, I could tell who has a high tolerance and who doesn't. And when Jesse was telling me that story, I was like, yeah, te lo digo, bro.
I mean, you can look. Here's the thing: you can think you have a high tolerance, but do you really?
You know who doesn't have a high tolerance? Pete Astudillo, bro. He doesn't have a high tolerance. I remember.
Man, I don't know.
Bro.
I've had some.
Uh,
Me and Pete have had.
Well,
some
that's true. Yeah, me and him
freaking
had a few days
crazy-
too.
Yeah,
They said
no.
I remember him over there when Selena had the special get together at Desperados. I think it was.
You were there?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
And
We used to do it once a year.
and dude, I had never seen Pete so plastered in my life.
yeah.
I mean, he was like incoherent, and he would look at me like he didn't even recognize me.
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
Yeah, but
That's Pete. That's
it's
Pete.
just no judgment. Even,
No,
even
no.
the one I might be going this way and the other one's going that way. You know what I mean? It's still no judgment. But no, Pete and I have had some great times. I mean, one time, dude, we were in I want to say Washington State, and we had some drinks in the room, and it was one of the nights of the MTV Awards. But when MTV Awards were bad ass, when Van Halen, Metallica, White Zombie, they would all perform, right?
Yeah.
And the rock and roll was a big part of the MTV Awards. Well,
Before it went woke and all that stuff. Yeah.
so we got lit in the hotel room, and like I won't even tell you what we did out the window of the hotel. It's not legal. there
boy.
were some things that got wet.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Oh my word.
so and then we took off. No, we took off to some club, and Pete was whoever we went with, I don't even know who they called, some friends or whatever in this state. I didn't know who they were. We ended up taking off to the club, had a great time. Nobody was there at the club, and there was this band, like heavy rock band.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching Pete go to the front. And he's already super lit, so he's having a great time, and he's headbanging
With his badass mullet and
dude,
shit.
oh, he's like headbanging. And then so we're leaving. We take off from the club. Whoever's car it was, I didn't even know. And mind you, Selena and I were already married, so I'm like, I got to get back to the room and like be cool. You know what I mean? So I started cooling out, as Pete did too, but we were on another level. So the car that we were in with these people ends up dying. So we have to push it for a little bit. We end up pushing it. We end up back at the hotel, and everything's fine, right? I get back to the room with her where everything's cool. Pete goes back to his room where everything's cool. The next day we wake up, and we're in the bus, and we're recapping, like, hey, remember in that last night, whatever. And Pete starts like headbanging. Yeah, I remember that band. And the first headbang he does, dude, his neck locked up on him.
Oh,
From
man.
being so jacked up from that night, dude. And that was just,
Did you have to take him to the chiropractor or something? Or
dude,
did
he
you
was
snap
he
his
was
neck
literally,
back into
he
place?
was like in real pain, like, oh, and he didn't understand why. And I said, remember when you were headbanging in front of that
He had
stage
whiplash.
for an hour? He did.
Yeah.
Because,
whiplash.
you know, there's a, dude, and you would know this, there's a trick to headbanging. You don't just like for real, you know, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
rip
you,
up the,
you
No,
have to.
but-
It's with your. It's more your back.
there you go,
Control.
Jack.
Than kind
Yeah.
of than this, because
Jack,
I
yeah.
know. Trust
See?
me. I would wake up the next day and I was like, oh shit, because of all the.
yeah.
But then
and you're tearing that up.
Yeah,
tear it
no,
up.
dude.
So you learn to grab your guitar and move your body. So it's more your torso
Dude,
than
yeah.
anything. You know what I'm
Yes,
talking
he
about.
was hurt, but I mean, like, he was legit hurting, dude. Like, he really messed
There's
himself up.
been like Phil Anselmo from Pantera and the other guy, the singer from Slayer. I mean, those guys had to, they had surgery and stuff because they screwed up their necks doing that stuff.
It's like a car,
Yeah.
car
Not
crash.
contusion. They say it's out in the
I've been
house.
in
That's
my
a
own.
neck contusion.
I went
that
to
what
go
it is?
see.
That's what he said.
I went to go see Wasp.
Contusion.
Neck
A
contusion.
contusion is
I
a
mean, it
bruise.
sounds legit.
I think he meant it was a
sounded-
typo.
Hey,
like
hey,
I think it's concussion.
No, it's a contusion. It's a
Contusion.
contusion, yeah, and he got a bruise too.
You're
You know,
breathing.
Fact check that. Fact check that.
you know what?
Let me
Yeah, it is.
fact check
A
it.
contusion
Well, I don't
is.
headbang anymore.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's not good for you.
No.
But you know what? I was.
Because we're getting up there. We're 55 and 65.
I took my wife to go see Wasp at the Aztec Theater.
It's the worst.
It was the worst experience for her because first of all, she didn't know any of the songs.
Yeah, so I couldn't sing
And
along.
we had to
so it
stand
kinda
up for
sucked.
hours, right? Because we were right up front.
But were you cool with it?
yeah.
Like, you didn't get embarrassed
Nah, hell no.
with him and the blade and the doing the whole thing?
No,
with the
he
sparks?
spent most of his time behind that big old thing he puts in the middle of the freaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they did the first album from the first song to the last, and then they did Blind in Texas and all that. But
Ooh, Blind and
yeah,
Texas.
but
badass.
when
That's a
we
badass
left,
song, right?
Hell yeah.
Wild Child, dude, freaking amazing. But when we left, I saw the Marriott, and I told her, man, I remember Selena gave us a room up there, a suite. I went to go. Did you go with me to the 3G?
Yeah,
well, you were at
yeah.
the concert. We went to go see the 3G concert at Sunken Gardens. It was Steve
guitarist?
Vai and Joe Satriani and Eric Johnson. And I found we had the bathtub full of beer and stuff up there.
That's nuts.
And so I told my wife, and I remember we went to the concert, and then I saw a couple friend of mine from Mercedes, right? And I told them, hey man, we're over there at the Marriott. You and your wife want to come with me, Carlito and shit? We went, and they were like tripping out, man, on the way up to the very top of the Marriott, right? And then they went in the room, and the room was like, man, it's the best, right, man? Selena was the top of the world, right? And so we ended up leaving, right? Because we weren't the type to stay in a room, dude. We're out there on the street.
Y'all drove back home to fall asleep?
No,
We went to go party.
I know.
we were at a concert.
Yeah, we went to go party.
So we told them, you know what, y'all can stay because, you don't have to drive all the way back to Mercedes. It was like a 4-hour drive. So they stayed in the room, and I told my wife that. And then I start thinking like, I wonder if she even believes the stories I tell her, So I was going to Dr. T's like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and the couple that we gave
You ran into him.
Yeah, dude, you saw that? You saw it on the show?
Picture, yeah, I saw the picture.
How coincidental is that?
Yeah, so weird.
It was
That
crazy.
you were just talking about it.
Yeah.
And then you ran into them.
And I hadn't seen them in decades, since
that
then,
time.
dude.
Yeah, since that time. That was some crazy shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, Dr. T's, they gotta take your blood, right? Like
Yeah.
IV and all that, and it's
Well, they'll check
Is it
your
a lot of
blood, see where your testosterone levels,
It's just one.
Yeah,
Just
bringing
like,
it back
yeah.
to Dr. T.
Yeah.
No, I am
that.
because I'm thinking about it, like for real. This is a real interview right here.
Bro.
No, yeah, no, and it's gonna make you feel better though.
This isn't the first
yeah?
time Chris
Yeah.
asks. I mean, it's like you asked me like when you were 50, 51, something like that, 52, something like that.
And
right?
they did take my blood.
I
I just
took you to-
never,
sent
like,
you to-
I ran
And,
away
and
like
Chris,
a little,
and don't take it like it's like, oh no, I don't need that shit. No, like
No,
you know,
that's
you
why
do-
we're talking about it right
Yeah,
now.
and they're gonna help you. They take your blood. They check your blood. They balance you out.
I'm
You know
sure
what I mean?
there's.
They
I'm
balance
sure
you out.
there's.
You've done it,
I'm-
Jax?
I'm sure there's a
Oh
lot
no,
of.
I don't need it.
Fuck up, dude. All right.
You're out of-
Hey, he can't talk anymore.
Jackson's in his early 30s. You want to know about it? Talk to me.
No. But hey, man, there might be people out there, my age and whatever.
Chris, I'm joking. I do need it.
You know what? Even if I was 35, I'd still be using some of that Trimix.
No, I was gonna
bro.
say like, what's wrong with going, getting the blood work
I
done,
thought
and
Trimix was
figuring
a
it out
cereal.
and seeing what's going on.
I'll tell you one thing
That's
though
tricks.
that did happen to me,
Tricks.
Chris.
No, I
And
One
tricks
thing
are
that
for
did happen
kids.
to me. One
Are
thing
we
that
being
happened-
serious? Wait, are
I'm
we
being
being
serious.
serious?
I'm being serious. One thing that did happen to me was that I started abusing the blue pills. I would take them every single time. Viagra.
Okay.
I would take it every single time I was going to perform. Right? Not musically.
I was gonna
Imagínate
perform.
performing musically.
No, I got you.
Yeah, it's
No,
gonna
and,
perform.
Go ahead. So you
So
would
it
take
got to the
every time.
point where like if I didn't have it, I couldn't function.
How long before? So it's like 30 minutes before you're gonna do it. You pop it.
Yeah, almost 20, 30 minutes.
It's
right?
because you become dependent on
I
it.
grew
and you
dependent.
think, and you think you can't work without it.
I grew dependent, and I even told Rock, I was like, "Hey, Rock, I think I need this shit, man, because no se me para."
It's not funny. You know.
It wasn't working for me.
All right,
Like I'm telling you straight out, it wasn't.
Have you ever had a situation, Chris, where like,
No,
damn,
I've never. No.
where all of a sudden you're like halfway in, and then all of a sudden,
Be honest.
No.
Let me just finish my story.
No,
I
it's
quit.
not that. It's not that part. It's the more of the like it
getting
feels
into
like,
the mood.
No. It's not even a sexual thing. It's more of like an emotional.
Energy. Okay.
Like it feels like an imbalance because you're so used to being this certain type of way and the energy and whatever, and then when it starts going away, and then you start feeling depressed. Like I'm being serious right now. You start feeling depression.
Yeah.
And it's like, and there's really nothing to be depressed about. It's just a feeling.
And do you feel like crying?
Yeah.
Okay, you need testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wait,
Yeah.
well, 56.
No, yeah,
Hey,
that's
but how do
true.
they do it?
You become a crybaby if you lose your testosterone.
No. I'm not a crybaby.
Oh no, I'm not.
But when
you're
you
not
watch
there yet.
movies,
No.
and they're kind of like,
Wait a second,
No.
you're not there
Wait
yet.
a minute.
All right.
Look, Rowdy's over there like, what the fuck? What is going on here?
no, it's because I cry in movies.
We're doing
You know
an
what I mean?
intervention with you.
Wait, and you're only 35?
Yeah.
And you're crying already? C-Rock?
Yeah.
This guy's always been a cry. But you know what?
Okay, no. I get you, like, but I thought I take that more as like, okay, getting older and a little more connected with everything going on, and it's not all about you and whatever. But I see what you're talking about. I don't think it's quite there yet, if it's gonna even get there. But I do like. There's moments.
Have you cried? Have you cried?
No. Yes. Well, yeah. Who
What
hasn't cried?
What makes you cry?
Real shit.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is we're not talking about the actual crying, the physical aspect of crying and the getting it out there. I'm talking about the like just and my daughter was the one that actually pointed it out to me. Where and this was years ago. I think I started feeling it maybe 7-8 years ago, but I didn't want to acknowledge it. And I would be doing stuff like, one time, the first time my daughter told me is I'm washing dishes in the kitchen. And I'm just being me, doing my thing. And she's like, "Are you okay?" My daughter says, I said, "Yeah, why? What's up?" She's like, "You keep going." Like when you sigh when you're sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, and that's when I snapped. I said, I didn't tell her, but I feel sad. And I know there's no reason. My son and my daughter are sitting on the sofa. We're having a great time. Nothing but love. But why do I feel this way? And then I started thinking, like, there's got to be some kind of imbalance. My body is used to creating certain hormones or certain chemicals or whatever a certain way. And the older I get, I'm creating less of this maybe and whatever. And
you're expending a lot of it too by all your business, your projects, your everything, your commitments, and
this is a real conversation.
You need to
right?
have balance, man. Yeah. You need
not only
your
balance.
your chemicals
but
need
you
to be
you need to
balanced.
be at a therapeutic level where you can sustain your drive of everything you do, man. And you got a lot of projects. You don't just sit around. You don't just play with one band. I mean, you don't just record one song. You don't just promote one product. You've got all kinds of things going on.
Well, I don't
that
know.
boost helps out.
If I get all that boost, then I start getting into trouble again. Who knows? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Like, where am I gonna go? Like,
Yeah, you're fine where you're at.
Also, Chris.
there's gonna be babies popping
You're
out.
fine where you're at.
Who knows? What the fuck?
You'll really give Carlito some headaches, no?
Can I
Right?
control
No, he's
it?
fine
Yeah.
where he's at. He's fine.
Hey, do you cry, Carlito, or no?
Yeah,
Yeah, he cries.
I cry.
He cries.
I
Yeah,
cry a
he
lot.
cries.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
okay
yeah.
to cry, man. It's okay.
I love to cry.
It's human
It's
nature
the best.
to cry.
It's the best remedy.
Yeah. I've had some cry. Like when my dog died, my
Oh,
pit bull
Oh,
died.
no, hombre, that's so.
Wait.
So-
We're talking about whiskey?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought I heard him.
He's right here, bro.
Wow.
I thought, but what that dog I heard right now, I thought was him.
That's
That's
Waylon.
Waylon.
Oh,
We
shit.
have him right here with us, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Man. Rock, I'm sorry, bro.
No,
I didn't know
dude.
that.
It was
How old
pain.
I
was
remember
he?
him. It was awesome.
He was 12, dude.
Oh, wow.
So I had him for 12 years, And, dude, I never felt pain like that, bro.
Yeah, no,
It was crazy. And then I saw him die here, like he was
Yeah.
dying. And then he was in the middle of the bedroom. He woke up like at 1 and I heard a thump and I went and I got up and he was between the doorway and he was just like barely, surviving.
Yeah.
And then he started peeing blood and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, my dog's dying, And so I backed up the car and I'll carry him out, and I'll put him in the car. But every time I would get the leash, the chain, he'd get all excited, bro. Like, cause I was taking him cruising, right? And so I said, well, let me go get the chain, so in case he gets up. So I went and got the chain, and he mustered the last of his strength and got up, dude, for me to put it on him, bro. And then I took him to the car, and I put him in the car, and then we took him to the emergency, and we took him in, and his look was just like he didn't want to go. You know what I mean? It was real painful, dude.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
No, hombre, dude. It was, and this guy, este vato también se le murió el perro.
I mean, we were in the
he
same
was
boat 'cause
crying over my dog too, bro.
It had just happened to
That's
me and my brother, and then months later it happens to you, and then like I remember that night we were talking on the phone and you were keeping me updated, and I was just praying and crying too, and I remember driving in my truck and talking to you on the phone and just crying and just remembering everything, and I was like, man, like. He had just been with me in my lap in the last show, man. I remember, and I took a picture with him, and to me, like I started crying a lot because I loved him so much too. Man.
When their pit bull died, my wife ordered a little cushion in the shape of the dog. I got him a picture. I got her a picture. So we met him at Cheddar's and we took him to eat, and it was him and his brother. And then
That was such
I
a
said,
nice
"Hey, we
gesture.
brought you something, bro." And my wife pulled it out.
Yeah,
Hombre,
yeah,
bro, they
yeah.
broke down. You know what I mean?
No, dogs
But,
are family.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
It was
Big time.
a beautiful pillow in the shape of
Yeah.
the dog with the
Yeah.
picture and everything. It was such a beautiful.
As
gesture.
far from me and Chris, Dallas, Chewy, and Sophia, they were pretty much our family.
See, they're always there.
And when they passed, I did more than he did, and Dallas was his dog.
Well, somebody has to be the
Yeah.
It's gonna sound
I
kind
was
of
the chick.
shallow, but somebody has to be the strong one.
Yeah.
And I wanted to break down, but this dude was a puddle on the floor, and it's like now I'm trying to be cool with my dog who's about to go down, and then this dog who's over there crying because he's about to go down, and like I'm trying to juggle both of them, and it's like
Damn, you guys were going through some shit, bro.
swallowing dude. It was a hard time, but you know,
How
you know
old
what
were
you
your
gotta do.
dogs?
They're already at that age.
Yeah.
They already had.
I have a
15,
17-year-old Chihuahua, dude.
15 and
Damn.
yeah, 14.
My
as well.
Chihuahua, Güero.
Bueno.
Yeah.
She got him in April of 2007, and I went into rehab in June of 2007.
Oh wow.
So he's been alive as long as I've been sober.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And she used to sneak him into my dorm over there at Center Point at Starlight Rehab in her purse when she'd go visit me. And she'd walk in, and you couldn't take anything in there, right?
Yeah.
And then they check, she'd go in there, and then when she'd get in the room, he would stick his little head out of the purse, And then it freaked me out because I was walking out of my house, and she showed up and with him, and she put him on the floor, and the thing was about this big. It was barking at me like, what? That thing barks? And he's still with us, dude. He's got he's blind, he's real old, and so we just let him. And then I don't even take him out to pee, just pee in the bathroom. I got wee-wee pads. We're giving him medicine. We got him a little cone right now because he's got a sore in his butt, and they keep licking on it, so we can never. But I'm just trying to prepare myself, man, because any day I feel like I'm gonna come home and he's gonna be gone, and that's gonna be painful because
tragic.
he's my rehab dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Guys, the chat zone's getting really sad. They're saying if we could change the subject. And I want to ask Chris another question. I want to ask Chris a different question.
Everyone needs testosterone.
Hey, real life sucks.
Hey,
man.
me
cheers
call
to our
Dr.
dogs.
T's
Cheers
right
to our
now.
dogs. Cheers to our dogs. Up in heaven.
Cheers.
Give me a shot.
Cheers to our dogs.
Cheers to Chendo.
This show is
Whiskey.
This show is supposed to be a little bit of everything, folks. All right, so we had
Hey, well,
fun.
we're
We
family.
joked, and we're talking about it. We're
Sometimes
opening
I
up our
forget
lives.
we're on a show. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just talking to Rock.
Estamos hablando la vida,
Yeah.
carnal. Es todo,
Right, I'll just say
Everybody.
what
I forget there's
everybody-
cameras
So
on.
¿qué tenemos ahí? How many people are watching right now, bro?
How many people are watching?
We have 336.
Órale, es todo. That's todo.
Chris, people are intrigued. They want to know because you look very young. Obviously, I mean, I'm seeing you here in person, and you're a young-looking gentleman,
He's petite.
right?
Quit saying that word, Rock. God,
Why would
you
you
know what I was
say
thinking?
that?
No.
Wow.
Because
Right?
hey, when I came to do that photo
I was
shoot, he
building
like,
you up really
he kept,
nice.
He kept saying, "You're so petite, bro. You're so petite." I'm like, "Can we say another word?" Because look. Wait a minute. In my defense, Jax, you, Carlitos, obviously Rally, and myself. Any of us stand next to that fool, we're gonna look not so big.
Just chavalones.
Like, I don't know about the word petite though. That's all.
Chris,
You're a big
Petit.
dude, Rock. He's a
You're
big
a big dude. Like,
Every time I take a picture with him, I have to straighten out my neck a little bit.
Yeah. So
Chris Petit.
hey, I'm not Chris Perez. I'm Chris Petit. I don't know, man.
Estás bien petito, mi
Hey, you know what? I'm confident in my petite.
Mi little
Whatever.
cuckoo.
Dude,
You know
you're,
what?
You're like a Chihuahua. You never age, dude. The Chihuahuas live
No, he
70.
called you a chihuahua. What the fuck?
Well, he's a tiny dog. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Chris, you look young. You look radiant. You're golden right now. You have a golden skin.
Am I shiny?
Your skin, no, espérate, you're not shiny, but your skin is golden. Let's give him some confidence.
Hey, give me, hey, yeah.
Give him a
He's
little bit of
blushing.
confidence.
Dude, Rock.
Chris, let me ask you a question by Mr. Señor Rudo. He asks, what's Chris' skincare routine? Do you have a skincare routine?
Oil
or do
of
you
Olay.
así como te sales de bañar, así te quedas? ¿Cómo le haces, Chris?
Yeah, no.
You have
no.
a-
I mean,
no,
there's
is
it's
this
not
natural?
a big deal. It's not a big deal. Look, I don't do like a lot of that crazy shit. I don't wash my face every day. I think that might be part of it. You know, I don't. I'm not all about all that stuff. I do have some really nice face stuff, but
But you're
That's
not
not an
obsessed
everyday
like
thing,
people
nah.
think. Like people think that you're obsessed with your skin. That's not the case.
Hey, he's
No,
a
I
celebrity, dude. He's got to. He's always on camera. He's always,
But
you know.
he's saying that he's
take care of
not.
yourself.
I think it's more genetics than anything else.
Or
My
yeah.
mom she looks really young for her age, you know, and I think that has to be it. I don't know, but I mean, I have dreams where I go to sleep one day looking like this, and then I wake up and I look like Father Time, the white hair and the everything, and I'm all, I'm older. But
you notice yourself sometimes, yeah.
and I mean, I do consider myself like a lucky guy, and as far as the aging thing goes, but you know what? I'll say this to everybody, at the end of the day, we're all going to get there. We all have the same.
But I've seen some dudes that, man, look like they've been through the ringer and shit sometimes, man. They're younger than me, dude. I was like, damn, but everybody leads a different life. Everybody's got different genetics.
Well, I mean, there's things that come into play, like, are you a cigarette smoker? And if you are, like, look, I'm not going to lie. If I'm having some drinks and every now and again I'm somebody smoking a cigarette and I'll smell it and I'll be like, ooh, hey, you got another one of those? And I'll take a couple of drags off a cigarette. I'm
You're not a guy that wakes up in the morning smoking and shit like that.
But I know people that are like that, and
that goes right to your skin.
Yeah.
Chris, another thing that they asked related to that, coming from Sal in the house, he bugs us a lot to ask questions. So I'm going to ask you a question from Sal. Saludos, Sal. Sal says, how does Chris keep his hair jet black? So do you do something to your hair, or do you get canas?
I dye it. Yeah,
you do dye it.
I dye it.
Okay. Along with your beard too, because he asked also the beard. Does that also get some here or no?
I do. Look,
some people don't get canas down here. That's why I asked.
No, I would get them more here than I do here. So every now and again I'll dye it. But now you got that wand that looks like what's the eyelash thing?
Yeah, mascara.
Oh, okay.
Mascara.
Yeah, it looks like mascara, but it's for your.
Hey, dude, that's what Buff Bagwell had.
It's not a dye.
Buff Bagwell
it's just a cover-up kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, hey, and I was watching you guys on the radio guys show, and he asked Carlito about the hat, and Carlito said that's like his wig.
Yeah.
So, do you ever?
Shit!
I mean, why don't you ever? Do you not like your bald head, or what? You shave?
I mean, I do.
Did you shave it because your hair was receding? Okay, then.
No. I was into hats.
Okay.
I was into hats.
Yeah.
I wanted my own kind of thing.
Yeah, because you always had badass hair,
long
dude.
hair. I had it all, but I mean, if today, people that have hair, they wear hats.
See.
Kiefer Sutherland.
But I hardly ever see you without the hat. Let me just take the hat off. I want to see your.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, still,
Take it off,
come on,
take
take
it
it off,
off,
take it off, take it off.
Take it
Orale.
off. Take it.
No,
Come on, bro.
I'm showing this hat today.
Chris, how does he look bald headed, man? I've
He
never
doesn't
really.
even see me. Only in the bedroom.
What do
he
you
does.
mean? I haven't seen you.
Well, yeah, you do, but in the bedroom.
Just lift your head up, bro. I mean,
to
lift your head
to
up a
me,
little
it's-
bit.
Hey, to me, it's Carlos.
I know.
It's
Right?
not that big a
why
deal,
is he
but
so
hey.
embarrassed?
No. It's not about that I'm embarrassed. It's just
Hey,
that,
Rock. Let
He
me
didn't
put it.
moisturize his head,
let me have
so
my
he
boys
didn't wanna
back.
show it.
Let me have my boys back.
which he always does.
Hey, remember you used to have long hair,
Yeah.
and what happened?
Hey, bro, you know.
No. I'm not saying. Yeah, you
put
don't
the
have
camera on me.
Hey, hey,
No.
Rock,
It's not even about that.
Rock, you don't have a problem with it, but what I'm saying is, but you remember the difference.
Well,
Like
yeah,
you remember
but-
before you even thought about
Well,
that.
yeah, but I just embraced it. I mean, you know what
So
I mean?
it's just,
and
man.
I was losing my hair from the back of the head, and my father-in-law would tell me, "Tienes un hormiguero ahí atrás," just, like when you see
Wait.
a nice lawn and you see the bald
Your
spot.
father-in-law would tell you that?
Yeah. Hey, and my father-in-law looks like Ben Franklin, dude. He's got the hair going, like the, what I mean? Yeah, he's got the Ben Franklin hair, dude. You know what I mean?
But the hats for me were just more of the look.
See?
Yeah, I didn't do it because I didn't have hair.
See,
I didn't-
put your
I didn't
hat
do
up
any-
and let me see the look without the hat. Let me see. Let's check it out. Pick it up all the way, bro. It looks great.
did.
You
You
got
have
a
a
perfect
nicely
head.
shaped
No,
head.
I got
Yeah.
one just like you.
Let's see.
I'm a little,
dude, come on, bro. Just take it down. There you go. Ahora listo. Come on.
It's not that big.
It's not that I'm not. Yeah, let's make that clear that it's not a big deal.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is that this has kind of been like Oscar with the hat.
Okay.
You know, Oscar de la Mafia.
Sí.
He's got his hat.
It's your signature.
It's a signature.
The
for
signature
me.
style.
And the reason why I changed the cowboy hat because I started noticing other people wearing the hats that I was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
You
like,
gotta
okay,
change it up.
Let me change it. I
Or,
mean,
have you ever seen that guy that makes hats, the blade hats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like to
Yes.
see? I love
Yeah.
those videos, man. Would
Yeah.
you ever consider ordering one from there?
you know what? I've done my own. Like I did this one. I've done this all myself.
Oh,
I did this all myself.
So
My
you
fa-
got into the point where you design your own custom
Yeah.
hats.
Well, my dad on his old albums, you'll see hats like this, with the feathers, things of that nature. Same thing with the other hats. I wanted to be different. I added my own stuff that I would do matches.
I like the black jack that you put on the
Yeah,
side right
yeah,
there. Is it
yeah.
golden?
Yeah.
It's golden, right?
Oh,
Or is the other side? Yes.
Hey,
that looks great, man.
Did you go out to the cowboy hat because that dude from Austin, ¿cómo se llama? He took your hat look and everything. What's his name?
What guy?
That Tejano artist. He was Freddy Records.
He took Carlos's hat. Look.
Yeah, I used to think it was Carlos when he was.
Oh yes,
Who's that?
I remember
Who's
that
I don't
video.
know. Say the name. Who
Yeah,
is it?
I'm looking.
Um,
He used to hang out with Joe Lopez and Maz, dude.
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like I saw people.
What hat look,
People would
though?
tell me
Somebody will say on the chat,
They haven't said yet.
and I had invited him on the show, and he didn't want to come on because he said my show was a liability.
Stevie
Stevie D,
what?
Stevie D. There it is, Stevie D. We don't have a picture of him, right? But dude, when I saw him on the video, I was like, this dude took Carlos's look, dude. Carlitos, bro.
There you go.
See?
Yeah. So therefore, that's why I changed it. Like I just wasn't gonna.
Oh, that's
No,
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
But at the same time, no one wears the hats like I do.
So you got this hat plain, and
Yeah.
you started adding all the elements that it has
Yeah.
right now.
I put see the dollar bill for my dad in Mexico, you know, which is the Mexico peso. The Cowboys. This right here, los musicales.
There's a cowboy star?
Los musicales.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
From an original brother, Richard Garza.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
they gave
great.
it to me, stuff like that, you know. So I just take bits and pieces of
I
different.
love the
things,
hat,
you
bro.
know.
Badass, and
Está
you
con
know-
bruto.
You
And
know
I love
what?
the feather too, bro. Está
Thank
con
you.
madre.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna
it
get
took,
one
it
too,
took
bro.
me forever to find feathers like that.
You know why I like it, Rock? The feather like that? Because it reminds me of Lalo Mora. And back in when he was like when they were
It
the
reminds me
original
of-
Invasores, they had the hats like that.
It reminds me of Urban Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good old days.
But my
Gillies.
dad,
Yeah, I can see that,
with,
yeah.
por culpa de una casada, he had a cowboy hat. And it
Está
was
con
just
madre,
like this.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a
Thank
badass
you.
look, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of your dad, bro. Carlos Miranda.
Minero, el minero.
Senior, que en paz descanse.
Salud.
That's right.
Aquí todavía vive. Asústame one time. Hoy la rolita esta.
Estoy en el rincón de una cantina,
Vámonos.
oyendo una canción que yo pedí. Me están sirviendo ahorita una tequila. Ya va mi pensamiento rumbo a ti. Yo sé que tú recuerdas
I actually met Carlito's dad before I met Carlito.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
In 85, 86. He was coming down and performing at Studio 4, and I was into this music, and, you know. And then I got to meet his son, and we became like the best of friends. I ended up would stay over at his mom and dad's house in Seguin,
They
and
make you breakfast.
yeah,
or
dude,
whatever,
good
yeah.
times, man. We were kids, bro.
Yeah,
we're
man,
we're
it was
kids.
awesome.
We're like early 20s, you know.
Yeah, man, it was an awesome time. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
And then you were touring with Selena and Joey Jimenez was your drummer. He was like 10 years old.
I started him out at 11 years old.
Yeah. Now he's got a Mafia tribute band.
Yeah. Got a
Yeah.
Mafia
I heard they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's what the rumor says.
Yeah.
que toquen otra vez.
Did you ever get into this type of music when you were growing up, Chris?
Not when I was growing
That was
up.
pop music. Like,
No, not when I was growing up. It wasn't until I got older and older. What I mean by that is like when I started playing indie onda. You know, when I was like 18, 19. But growing up, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, nah.
Yeah.
I wasn't into it.
I had Joe Hedda here the other day and the other night, and he was talking about when you all would practice and Abraham would come in and I don't like that song and this and that, and and he'd always toss in a song. Then La Tracalera was one of them.
Yes.
I mentioned La Tracalera because I remember Abraham telling me that or something, or AB and stuff like that. But the dynamics of all that that whole situation was kind of like, I always felt like it's what created everything. You know what I mean? It couldn't have been going suave. There has to be some sort of back and forth for something to be created as it was back then, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. And look, it's like, how can I say it? Like, I mean, that song meant something to Abraham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he remembered it a certain way. Just like I remember some songs from back in my younger days. You know what I mean? You remember those things, but you also got to remember the arc that Selena was just starting to go up on.
Yeah.
Like, she ended up here, right? But if we're talking about, like, La Tracalera, it was like at this point right here.
Baila esta cumbia.
So none of this had been written yet.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that was the height of it right there. And then it wasn't until we did Entra a mi mundo, which was the next record.
Forget about it.
Como la flor.
Yeah, Carcacha.
Yeah, I mean, and then boom, it went there. And then we did Amor Prohibido. And I don't got to tell you where
Forget
that
about
went,
that.
You know, but it's all like, it's all kind of like doing the best you can with where you're at and with what you have. And I said this the other day, but I didn't explain it very well about AB being a visionary, you know, and how, like, that band that everybody remembers Selena by, you know, Suzanne on drums, me on guitar, AB on bass, Ricky Vela on keyboards, and Joe Head on keyboards. That core, which most people remember that as being, you know, AB envisioned that before that was even a thing. You know what I mean? And the fact that he was able to find those pieces and put it together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Joe and I, we talked about it, and it's like, you know, AB was a very good, he could envision and write, and he also saw talent in people, you know. Yeah. Because we were talking about when Joe and Pete, they were just a duet, you know, and then they opened up for Selena. Were you with them already? No. You weren't with them yet.
No, I came in right after Pete and Joe joined the band.
So then right away, you know, AB, after they finished playing in middle in the last show they were opening up for Selena, AB wanted them in the band. And he spoke about how they're from Laredo and they were into all this tropical music, this international stuff. And now I realized, okay, I think AB saw that in them, and that influence came into the band, and then it just changed the band.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like AB really, really kind of like was the one. He was the
one in the trenches.
The choreographed.
He was
everything.
the one. He was the one in the trenches. He was the one that was getting the most, like, emotionally hurt when things didn't go the way he wanted them to go, or the way he thought they should go, the way they deserve to have it going. So what could he do to make that happen? And I think he was thinking about all these things as he was putting it together.
Yeah.
And then we ended up where we ended up, the combination of these musicians, and there's no, you know, and the funny thing is, like, after that, like, there were so many other, the way I remember it is there were so many other people trying to put together bands like that, but you can't do it.
No,
you can't do it unless it's the same people.
And for AB, failure was not an option. I mean, it had to work. It had to be good.
AB
and it had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, AB is like, and this is what drives him. He is competitive. Like, and the band needed that. Selena needed that. I'm more like, well, music isn't a competition. I mean, it's what comes from the, you know, from us, and we're musicians.
It's an art.
Like, all that stuff. Yeah. Whatever. AB's like, you know, no. Yeah. No, that's not, you know, he's like, he's doing it because he wants to be the best.
Yeah.
And to him, the best is what it is to him. And I understand what that is. And I think that's why we all work so well together in that, you know, in that whole thing. And we all, you know, we did the best we could to But at the same time, he knew what he was working with.
Yeah.
And so he knew where to push you, where not to push you. And there were many times where, like, even me being the guitar player I would look at him and I'm like, what do you think? Like, what should I do?
Yeah.
And he would just always spit out the best advice.
Mm-hmm.
Do that thing, you do that. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And it would work. Because he knew, it's like me being a keyboard. You know, hey, go to that sound, do this part.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, who knows that stuff, right? I mean,
it's crazy.
Puro oído.
and not like
yeah.
just the memory of it, you know.
That's why he is who he is. That's why people think about him the way they think about him, musically speaking, producer, you know.
And in order to bring Joe Heda in, and well, you know, to bring in Pete, he didn't really had to let anybody go, but I don't know if he let anybody go when he brought in Joe, because he had Ricky Vela already, right? Ricky was one of the original members, right?
Yeah, Rick's the Jedi Master.
Yeah, the quiet guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, quiet when I was around. He wasn't as rambunctious as the rest of the guys.
He's quiet, and trust me, we've had our moments too.
You don't see too many interviews with him.
I won't give it up, Ricky. But I mean, we've had our moments on the road too. Like Rick has his, you know, musicians are, in my experience, by nature, we have a little other side to us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a normal job. You don't, being a musician is not like, oh, let me wake up in the morning, go to work at 9, get out at 5, and then I'm done. Like, you're constantly thinking about what it is you're doing. You know what I mean? And
what you're gonna do next?
Yeah,
What
you
you're gonna
know,
create.
like AB says, you know, he's got that story about como la flor in the shower. Like, who does that?
Yeah, and then,
Who's in the shower thinking like, oh, I gotta do this, and then come out with como la flor.
And then Pete was talking about La Carcacha. They were in Eagle Pass or something, and some girl came in and said, "Hombre, tengan aquellos en la Carcacha." And then
I'm gonna tell you something.
AB said, "Hang on to that word. I want to do a song with it."
I'm gonna tell you something. Pete is a genius, lyrically speaking. Like, I remember the shift in the band when Pete started writing lyrics. It was like, oh, we're going somewhere else now.
Yeah.
You know, and then into Mexico, and I mean, you know, AB too, everybody worked at it, but it's just like I said, AB put that whole thing together.
Every album you hear from Selena's beginnings to the last, you can see the evolution. You can hear the evolution of the band, you know, and that's what makes bands the way. That's what makes it's like Metallica.
No,
you
it
know,
is.
All these other Motley Crue, the way they evolved, you know.
No, you're right about that, but I think even more importantly is the evolution of Selena.
Mm-hmm.
The person, the artist, the entertainer, the singer, on top of what the band was already. Like, we were all growing, but she was, like, for every one jump the band would do, I feel she would do 3. Bing, bing. Get better. You know what I mean? And then the way she would go into Mexico and started learning how to deal with the Mexican press, Spanish-speaking press, and going to Miami. And then, like, I mean, you guys have seen, like, within a matter of a year, she went from stumbling around to get the right words out to being fluently tearing it up and sparring with the interviewers, you know, not just answering their questions as best she could. Like, she would spar with them. You know, it was amazing what she would do. And we got asked this the other day at one of the documentary release at a Sundance, and they're like, they asked, like, what was the catalyst for you guys as a band when you went into Mexico to, like, all of a sudden start whatever? I said, dude, my answer was the catalyst was Selena. Seeing how hard she worked, what she did to become so, you know, with the press and everything, and they loved her. Like, she really worked her ass off, and how can you not be inspired as a band, you know?
One of the most iconic videos, I think, and I was part of it, was when I made her sing a cappella on the stairs, you know, and she, you know, I was always putting her on the spot. You remember? I mean, she was standing there.
She loved it, and she would spar with you too.
Yeah,
I would go verbally back and forth.
Yeah,
you know?
and so she's like standing there, and she's just like looking around, because you know you have to wait for the lighting and all that shit. Diego and Sean, remember them?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I remember.
And then your guys are sitting at the top of the stairs, and then I totally like turn the camera on. I got the mic. Let's go. What are you gonna do? Just follow me. So then I start talking to her like Thurston Howell III, and then she talks back like you know. And then when she asked for the key, I didn't notice this till later when I started seeing the video over and over again. you strum the
started
key
playing.
because you heard her ask about it, and you hit the strum up there, and then she heard it, and boom. And
Yeah,
it
I gave
was
her the
like,
key.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that nobody knows and that I've never said before about that moment. That day, and I won't get into it, but that evening we weren't like we had an argument. You know what I mean? And you know, it's a normal thing, right? In a marriage or you're in a relationship, you have a little bit of a back and forth. Some days are better than others. This day was not. It was not one of those days. We weren't cool. Like we were just like, ugh, we were doing one of those things. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna leave her hanging. And when I heard you doing that, it was like, I got you. I got your back. But nobody knows
It was
that.
second nature to you, bro.
No, as a matter of fact, like that whole video shoot, it was in the middle of a
Turbulent time.
I don't even remember what it was about. It was stupid, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But when we were shooting that video, it was, or not the whole video, but that night. Because that video was a couple of days, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, it wasn't one full day.
Yeah, I know it was a couple of days.
Stuff at the zoo or at the whatever.
When we were there, the strings weren't even there.
Yeah.
And then there was another part where she's in that little carnival.
So when we're shooting that part where she's in the white dress, and she's kicking ass, of course. She looks amazing. She looks beautiful. She does her job. Well, it was even to the point to where I was like, and I had my truck. We were supposed to drive home in my truck. Well, she went in the bus. I went in my truck. And I was like, God, I need to breathe. And her too, I'm sure. But we were going through that at the time. You didn't know any of that because we kept it all cool and the raps. But again, when I saw you asking her about it, and I knew because she played it off for a second. When I saw her playing it off, I'm like, ring, here's your key.
Yeah.
You
And
know
she
what I
went
mean?
right into it
Yeah.
and knocked it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, because no matter what, I mean, I had her back.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, speaking of that documentary, when Joe was here, we pre-recorded the show and we put it up the next day as live. And me and my wife were sitting on the couch watching, and then we're talking about the documentary because Jax brings it up. And about how they took it down from the Sundance website. And then I see my phone light up and it says Chris Perez. And I'm like, what? And I answered it. And you started telling me what was the real story behind what happened. You were in L.A. and you were or somebody had called you, told you, hey, man, Joe's on the show or something. And you were watching it. And I said, you know what? Because I was watching the show and I was trying to listen to what you were telling me at the same time, so I didn't really grasp everything that happened. But we were talking on the show that people were thinking that it was the family that had made him take it down.
I defended Mr. Quintanilla because everybody's immediately they attacked, because they don't even research or nothing.
Yeah.
But the reason why, and it's so weird. I mean, what I saw on the article was that it was because people were streaming it on TikTok.
Is that what happened, Chris? What was the deal with that, man?
Well, the thing about it is like, look, okay, so when you buy the ticket, the virtual ticket to watch the documentary, it's no different than when you go to the movies and you buy a ticket to watch a movie, right?
Oh, okay.
And so you buy the ticket to go watch the movie, you go into the theater, you watch the movie. You can't take your phone out and record the movie in the theater, right? That's copyright infringement.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. And some people were like commenting, and I read this like, well, if I bought it, if I paid for it, I should be able to do whatever I want with it. I'm like, no, it's not the same thing. That
doesn't mean that.
That means that's like you buying a ticket to the movies. You go into the theater. Doesn't mean you own it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people didn't understand that. Like, they didn't read the fine print. And I know that they mean well. I know nobody's trying to rip anybody off. They just don't know any better, or they didn't pay attention, whatever. So it was a big deal, and Sundance has never had that happen before. So they pulled the thing down. It wasn't the family. It wasn't anything about money or anything like that. It was really a legit concern about copyright infringement. And just people don't understand that.
People don't do research,
and
man.
it opens up this floodgate of negativity. Well, you know what though?
It's engagement.
I will say
really.
this. I don't want to make that the point, because 95% of it was all positive. It's just the other 5% that don't get it. You know what I mean?
And so where can I watch it right now? Like I don't even know where I can see that documentary. Or
you can't yet.
No,
you can't yet.
You
won't be able to watch it until there's a distribution deal made and somebody has the rights to put it out. But it's not.
What does it take for? Who has to pick somebody? Like a distributor from L.A. or something has to pick it up, and it's going to cost money to be able to distribute it. And there's all kinds of things going on with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you normally what would happen is a distributor picks it up.
Like Netflix. I mean, why wouldn't Netflix pick it up?
Any of them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, on that note, though, here's another thing, and I'm not as crazy as it's gonna sound. There's always been, like, you know how popular and famous and iconic Selena is, right? And her image and what she represents and the whole legacy and everything like that. It's amazing. Freaking huge. But for some reason, it just seems like, to me, I can only speak for myself, it seems like when you're trying to work on deals or get deals done, like nobody really understands that. Like they always think, and you know what's funny is this was when she was alive too. In my opinion, it was like she always had to fight to be recognized. And it kind of feels like it's the same way now. And you would think, like, well, all the numbers prove everything.
Yeah.
It's not like that, and people don't understand the situation, and they think everything is easy and it's so quick, and nobody has to like work anymore. But Suzette works, you know.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of work to keep pushing things forward, and it works. You know what I mean? Like her fans always come on board and they make it happen. But it's like every time you gotta like argue with people because you know how it is. Like you're trying to sell something,
negotiate,
and somebody wants they want the most they can get for the lowest price.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know why that is. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to say them out loud. It's just amazing that
it's
business.
The young generation. I mean, she keeps building a younger generation of followers, and like the fan that came over tonight to meet you. She's young. She's like 19 or something like that. Yeah,
Alexia.
Yeah, Alexia. I mean, she's a super fan, and I'm sure you get messages. I get messages from all over the world from young people. Yeah. And so, Spain. But it's pretty incredible. Do we have anybody on the chat there, Jax? Any shout outs or anything like that? Or where are they listening from?
We have 398.
Well, first off, I want to say we answered Leo Zamora's question. He said, how can we see the documentary? So, like, ya nos explicaron que you can't see it, man. You gotta wait until somebody picks it up.
You look, the good news is I can't tell the future for sure 100%, but I think it's going to be pretty soon. Everybody will be able to see it, you know, so it'll be cool. It's going to be a good thing.
I have another question here by MXR68MO, and he says, ask Chris about his hot sauce, as I cannot find it anywhere. Where can they find your hot sauce, or is it still available?
I still have the holster.
Yeah. No, it is, but
last time I checked, you could get it on Amazon.
You could, but the thing is, like, so I'm not the guy that actually runs the business. I'm the one that helped create the product and the design and all that stuff as it should be. But like what? I'm going to be behind the computer sending orders out or to this, whatever. So the person that I do have doing that had gone, and it's still, he's kind of coming back from it, but he's my business partner. He went through a hard time recently.
Okay.
Like a few months back. Like he and I hope I'm not over speaking here, but I'll say it. Like he lost it. One of his kids passed away. He's going through a hard time personally, and he's the guy that runs it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not gonna be the one calling and be like, hey, so what's up with the hot sauce orders and how's everything going? You know what I mean? Like as a bro, and I consider him that. He needs to go through what he's going through, and I'm willing to just.
Yeah, the hot sauce will always be there.
Yeah. So right now, let's see if I think it's gonna pick up again, but
Well, let us know what it does.
And it's very important to me, but not more important than my friends.
Once he gets back on it, let us know, bro. We'll help you, promote it here. We'll put a spot on the show and everything. Yeah, now you've got a wine too. Like I noticed that you all brought a bottle of wine. What is that, Carlito? Is that Chris Perez wine or what's it called?
Yeah, it's called 14 X1V Roman numerals. That's 14.
14.
Yeah, and
it's real good.
Yeah, it's
why 14? Why is
because
X1?
that's my number.
Oh, okay.
That's my birthday. That's that number served me very well over the course of my life. 1-4. I don't know why.
Okay,
but
I wanted 69, but
yeah, he's not lying either.
I'm not lying.
yeah,
because that's my birth year.
Oh, okay.
That's the year I was
1469. All right. And so, how did that come about? They called you up, or did you go step on some grapes for it or something, or were you feet on? Or,
dude, I didn't. No. Look, okay. So the way it happened was, like anything else, it happened organically. I met some people. We became friends. They asked me about the wine. I said, I don't know anything about that. But if I'm going to do it, Rock, and you know me, I think, like, I'm all about, I'm not just going to do something and throw my name on it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to make sure I know what it is, what's going on, how can I make this product that's
legit, yeah.
Yeah, like for real. And you know what? Everybody that's had it has been surprised.
That's good.
I don't know what that means. Like, they expected it to suck or something.
What do you think, Carlito? What would you give that wine?
A 10.
A 10?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've been drinking it.
No, I'm really a wine drinker. Rock. Nah, it's really good stuff.
Yeah? Is it a red wine or what?
It's a red blend.
It's a red blend?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's lingo to wine. I don't know much about it. The only wine I used to drink was MD 2020.
Oh, my God.
Grape. All right?
His interview's over.
Malt liquor, Dad.
His interview's over.
Boone's Farm, and
MD 2020.
Thunderbird,
Puro Mickey D's.
Wow.
Mickey Thompson's, o cómo se llama?
Yeah. MD 2020, dude. Oh, nightmares, bro. Nightmares. But that's the fancy stuff, right?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a red blend. It's got Grenache. The grapes, it's three grapes: Grenache, Syrah, and Monverde. Okay.
Do you like to eat it with quesito or no? With cheese, wine and cheese?
Yeah. No, I mean it's dude, Jax. I gotta get you a bottle. I have some in the car.
Nice. Well, I'm sober, but I'll keep it as a
really?
memento.
Nah.
Then never mind. We're not gonna give you one.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna go to waste.
And so,
much.
Where can I buy it? Do you have to order it through internet?
So
or?
it's available like online at
Okay.
ChrisPerezWineCollection.com. But there's 5 states because of the legalities surrounding alcohol.
Okay.
And you wouldn't think Texas is one of them, but they are.
But what do you mean legalities? I mean, it's a drinking state here. I mean, isn't it?
It is, but when it's made somewhere else and how to get it to where you need to get it. Like if I would have made the wine in Fredericksburg.
Yeah, you would have been able to sell it.
Yeah.
They don't want other states coming into their hood.
However you want to say it.
Yeah.
However you want to say it. I don't know.
They got their little jurisdictions or whatever.
Yeah, because Oregon has wine.
No, there's
California
5
has wine.
states. Utah is one of them.
Okay.
Texas is another. I want to say like Kentucky or something weird like that. What you would think whiskey.
So is there a tariff like to be able to sell it in Texas, or is there like some sort of extra tax you got to pay,
It's
or
not
what?
that. It's not a money thing. It's a little deeper than that.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about that.
We're gonna smoke in the Bandit, the wine over here.
Yeah, I mean, I got
Puro
some.
Al Capone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put a still in the backyard, man.
Puro bootleg.
Oh, we got some things that are gonna be happening.
No, but I
We
can
got
do.
some-
But I can do. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're doing meet and greets.
Okay.
And so it's a meet and greet event. I'll be there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And you pay a price. You get the
Yeah.
bottle of wine.
Okay.
And I'm there. We meet and greet.
See.
I'll sign whatever, and
But no HEBs with it, or
not at this
Not
point.
yet,
Not at
not
this
yet.
point. Not
Wow.
at this point.
But I'm trying to figure out what's the legalities of it here in Texas. I mean,
Well, you would
What-
have to
what-
talk.
what's
You'd have
the
to have a lawyer explain it to you in
okay.
like layman's terms, because I don't know. All I know is it's a real thing.
Wow.
And you know me, I abide
Yeah.
by the law 24/7.
Oh, pues tienes que, carnal. And then,
Right.
and then we've got some pictures. Grupo Metal, babe. Put some of those pictures
Oh
on.
yeah, we gotta talk about McAllen.
Yeah. Well, we saved the
yeah.
best for last, bro.
We got a long way
We got
to
a song.
go.
There it is. All right.
Put a shirt on, fool.
With a hat. Yeah. That looks good. That's a hat that Stevie D's using now, bro.
No, he doesn't have that hat.
Well, it looks almost like that. It's
No,
that same
it's
look.
not even close to it.
So you guys have been
Can
playing.
I see a picture of Stevie D?
Man, I'll show you one afterwards.
Okay.
I don't have one in our. Was that Bésame Mucho?
Yeah.
Dude, how was it playing at that event, dude? That was in Austin.
I was shitting bricks.
It was huge.
I could
It was
imagine.
big.
It was a
You know,
massive.
Being on the stage with La Ley, Molotov, Juanes, everybody.
Everybody. Right?
Put that picture up, babe.
It was over 100,000 people.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and it was like everybody who's anybody was there.
Yeah. I mean, from Frontera, Bobby Pulido was there. We were the only two Tejanos.
Yeah. Bobby and you guys.
Yeah.
There was 3.
Oh, yeah, Frontera, yeah.
Frontera, yeah. They're from
Chris, would you
Edinburgh.
consider yourself the Tejano Slash?
When the hair's off, when the hair's down.
Is there a
Not even
better
that.
guitarist than you in
He-
the Tejano era of any era? I don't think
he's
so.
a Tejano Van Halen, bro. The Tejano Eddie Van Halen. Yeah.
No,
Tejano-
I've seen him play Panama, dude. This guy's legit, and he learns the songs the way they are recorded.
Every
It's
note.
not like that. There's not many guitar players that do that.
I've heard him about that. You're very intricate about learning the notes the right way, right? Every single note.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, everybody's got their thing. You know what I mean?
To you, it's more about the respect, right? Just to show the respect to the band that you're doing it the right way, isn't it?
The
Well, it's
integrity of the
showing
song.
It's showing the love that I have for that particular song that I'm playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, listen to this, man. This is Santana, bro. I mean, listen to this. It sounds amazing. Yeah. Put the other pictures up, baby. There's some other pictures that have like different audiences. There. Look at that, dude. Look at the stage in the middle picture. And then the other one has a carnival. Was that Bésame Mucho too, or
No,
what?
that was in Arizona.
The top picture, where was that?
That was in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay, in the middle picture?
That one was in, I think, Phoenix. And then this one was the
bottom?
Michoacán Festival,
The what?
an Indian reservation festival.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's cool, man.
And then we've got those pictures. Those are some stage pictures. The bottom one, it looks like it's in Corpus. I see the American
that one
Airlines.
was the one of La
Fiesta.
Flor.
Fiesta
Oh, yeah?
Fiesta de la Flor, yeah.
When was that Fiesta de la Flor?
That was the second one.
The second one? Dude, look at all the people, bro.
Yeah, that's the American Bank Center back there.
Yeah. And we've got the logo. Is
That
up.
top one was Maricopa.
See? Maricopa, Arizona.
Yeah.
You guys are good in Arizona and New
we're
Mexico,
really
right?
good out there, yeah.
¿Les gustan allá?
California too.
That's an amazing. Who did the logo for you guys?
I did it.
You did it?
Yeah.
You didn't draw it, or you drew that?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
but
I
you
just
you
had the
designed
idea,
it.
yeah.
And who painted it for you? Who put it together?
An artist, friend of out of Seguin.
Orale. Put it on again, babe. You've got some shirts like that. The merch that's what's on the
Well,
merch.
the one you got is a different one.
Ah, see?
Yeah, the one
Where,
you
where
got
can
is
they get
different.
your merch? Where can they get it at?
We're all getting all that prepared, for the merchandising online and stuff like that.
Orale.
Did y'all bring some for the show?
Well, yeah, I gave one to Rock.
Sí.
I gave him a shirt and
Because people are asking where they can get it. Maybe they can go to the show and buy one.
Yeah. I mean, right now we're just promoting our first two singles, which is Volaré and La Flor. And we'll be at Bésame Mucho again on April 5th in Austin, Texas,
Órale.
at the Circuits of America.
April 5th. What day does that fall on?
It's on a Saturday.
I hope I'm gonna check my
It's
calendar.
gonna be Peso Pluma, Karim Leon.
Can you guys get us backstage, man?
Yeah, but talk
Orale.
to Chris and he can.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll
what
go
I
with
do?
you.
I play and then I go.
Right,
Yeah.
babe? Well,
Now I'm out of
hey,
there. As
Yeah,
soon
let's
as I'm
go.
done playing,
I don't
I'm
want to
done.
stick around, dude. I just want to be there with you
No,
guys.
you don't
No,
want to
you're
stick
gonna-
around.
you're gonna
You
wanna
would
stick
wanna
around.
stick
No,
around.
hell no, dude. You don't
Yeah.
know me. I'm 59 years old. I just want to go see you guys and leave, bro.
Yeah.
I
I
Yeah,
stick
you can
around.
go. You can go, Rock. Yo me quedo con Carlito.
Yeah,
Pistear.
Wait.
I stay around.
Okay, well then we'll stick around with you for a while,
Right,
but
stay
You
around.
can hang with me, right?
I saw
We'll-
Tigres. I saw.
I'll take some lawn chairs
We'll
or
go,
something.
yeah,
you
we'll
know
go
what I
have a
mean?
dinner.
I saw Bobby's
Un
his
steak
performance,
son.
which was amazing.
Yeah. Well, April 5th, what day does that fall on, babe?
Saturday.
Tell me right there. But like, I need to check my calendar.
That's gonna be fun, man.
All right. So, yeah, man.
there.
¿Me consigues unos back?
Yeah, and we're
March
there.
8th?
March
5th. I
Oh.
mean April 5th.
April
Oh,
5th.
April 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
March
that's my
1st.
That's my son's birthday.
I don't think I have anything.
March 1st, we're gonna be at the Fred Stock in San Antonio, which is the end of Fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
It's the San Antonio College. We'll be there headlining that.
Órale.
And then we head to Vegas to do the Tacos and Tequila Festival.
Okay. Where where can they see your schedule?
They're at the bio.site, official Grupo Metal.
Okay.
They can see all the dates there.
Órale.
What's the website?
Bio.site.
BIO.
bio.site.
Okay.
Official Grupo Metal.
Míralo, ahí está. It's on the show. It's on the screen. Bio.site.
Right.
Official Grupo Metal. Okay, that's where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And we're gonna find out because we gotta go catch you guys.
Yeah, and La Flor just got released on Valentine's Day, so it's on all digital platforms.
Which song do you between La Flor and Volaré? Which one's your favorite
me.
one, bro?
I already
Which one
know.
is
I like Volare.
That's up to Carlos.
Like, yeah, okay. What song do you think is better, Volaré or La Flor?
La Flor.
La Flor. What
I
about?
say Volare.
Okay, so
Flip a coin.
You want to flip a coin?
No.
I want to play the whole song.
Play the one he wants you to play.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you
Don't
know
play
what?
the one I
mean,
want you to
if
play.
you want to play Volare, there's a video of behind the scenes at Besame Mucho.
Okay, all right.
If you have that one,
because I want to play like the whole song so
Yeah.
people can listen to it right
Go
now.
for it, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna kick back and listen to this new tune, Grupo Metal with Chris
You
Perez.
have it. Okay.
Volaré. Let's.
En la guerra, la guerra.
Oye, mijo, ¿qué está pasando? En esta cruel guerra que estás peleando, es una guerra que nunca podrás ganar. Ay, madre, no llores de tristeza, como esa niña llena de inocencia, llorando por su padre que no volverá. Y como un ángel bajaré, extenderé mis alas, volaré, y como un ángel cuidaré, tu ángel de la guardia yo seré. Oye, hermano, ¿por qué estás luchando? Sin saber por quién estás matando. ¿Cuánta sangre inocente vas a derramar? Ay, madre, no llores de tristeza, como esa niña llena de inocencia, llorando por su padre que no volverá. Y como un ángel bajaré, extenderé mis alas, volaré, y como un ángel cuidaré, tu ángel de la guardia yo seré. Y como un ángel bajaré, extenderé mis alas, volaré, y como un ángel cuidaré, tu ángel de la guardia yo seré.
Yeah, damn. Wow, dude, that's heavy.
Oye, los chucks in the beginning. Like, tung, 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 tung.
You like that, Jack?
Damn, bro.
yeah, we're
fucking
boys,
rad,
we're
man.
boys.
Bro, that sounds like something totally original, dude. Like, you know, like I've never heard a cumbia style type of song with guitars that heavy, dude.
well, we call it cumbia rock.
Cumbia rock?
Yeah, or rock cumbia.
It's
You know
badass.
You know what? It was a little bit of a struggle to get that done
Uh-huh.
because everybody was like, the guitars are too loud. The
Yeah,
guitars
we
are
got a
this.
lot of, like, why are the guitars so loud?
And he
The
would call me-
traditionalists.
yeah, and he would call me and be like, hey, so and so said, and these are like real people like that are in the industry that or whatever. The guitars are too loud. The guitars are loud. I said, hey man, what's the name of the fucking band?
Yeah.
Metal.
Featuring.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Está bruta, vato.
Like, don't mix me in there with everything else. Like, bring me, just keep it up. And it's not like I'm trying to do anything crazy.
I think
just
it
wanted to
sounds
be different.
amazing. No, it sounds
It's
amazing,
a
dude.
badass lick. It's a badass lick. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
like
man.
it's
The
badass,
wah-wah.
bro.
Yeah, Gabriel Zavala,
Zavala,
actually
man, I
had
mean,
a big,
I know, man.
big
Yeah.
role in this.
I mean,
yeah.
he
I'm doing
was,
some songs with him, bro.
Yeah, I heard. I remember
You
you
should.
told me that.
Dude,
He's
he's
a-
amazing.
Yes, he is.
Ese vato es un...
He's a scientist.
Uh-huh.
He's a
a
scientist.
samurai.
Mad scientist.
I sent him my Mama's Prayer song, the Western
Yeah.
one with a slide pedal, and I told him, put some accordion, do what you want with it. Dude, he sent my masterpiece back, dude.
He's a ninja.
And then he like put the vocals, he placed them like in different, like he pulled them out of the song, the original, and then, so it's like I might not even have to sing it. Like, it's already done.
Yeah.
That dude
Yeah.
is amazing, dude.
Yeah, man, we've had a history of working together, and it was magical. You
What
know?
did he think about the guitars being up
Oh,
that
I
high?
mean, he loved it. Like
Yeah.
anything. I mean, like
And-
he engineered some of the stuff that we did there at the studio he was working at, and he recorded Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I think he
and-
understood, yeah. He
And we
understood
did
what were
like
trying
we
to do.
had 8 different tracks of the guitar inside the room, on the amp, behind the amp, outside.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, like we were just gonna experiment with it.
And which one won the? Did you pile some up?
We
or?
did them all.
You did 'em all together
We did
and-
them all together.
Yeah.
We made it all in one.
Yeah, so it could be one guitar take, but there might be a microphone on that same exact guitar take. There might be a microphone on the guitar cabinet. There's another one a few feet back. There's another one outside the room. Like, he went, production wise, he went.
We went beyond.
He's experimental. He's got these thoughts. He's got this. Tiene un don. Es
We
lo
just
que
wanted to
dicen.
fuck everybody up.
Well, I think the thing with Gabriel, I think what makes him so good at what he does is like he's worked with so many people and he has such a like history, right?
Yeah.
That I think he understands, and this is what I love about him, is he understands the freedom of creating the music. He's not like, oh, this is how you're gonna do it, or at least he's not like that.
He's
with
not
me.
a cookie cutter.
He's not like that with me,
Well, I mean, he
but he lets
you got to give him something, to where he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna think outside the box. It's how you use him. Same thing with Chris. It's how you use him, what you're gonna take out of him,
Yeah.
what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
All that stuff matters. And it, trust me, it wasn't like we knew what was gonna happen. But once we heard it, we were like, what the fuck?
It's like when
is
we saw
this?
that documentary of Foster. What's his name?
David Foster.
Oh, David Foster.
Dude,
yeah.
have you seen that?
Yeah,
that,
I
that,
have.
That,
Yeah.
that documentary? Oh
Yes.
my
It's amazing.
god! The
Yeah.
guy, the way he pulled like the girl that sings Titanic.
Yeah.
Like the way
exactly.
he pulled
that was
that.
exactly it.
The way he pulled that last note out of her.
Yeah.
It's like incredible, man.
And Gabriel and I would do these songs and we would finish them in 3 minutes. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, not 3 minutes. We'd finish them like in the hour. Like that's how fast it was.
yeah.
You got to hear the rest of the album. Like
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
Gabriel's a bad.
Yeah, no, he's one
He's
of
a
the
bad
best, bro.
dude.
He's
But it's
special,
how you use
bro.
them. It's how
Yeah.
you use them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grupo Metal, man. Woo! Chris. We're going to have some shows, and as a matter of fact, Chris is going to be here in the 956 this Friday night.
Yeah. Woo!
We're gonna be there.
Yeah. Put up the poster for Hog Waddle for Randy Rogers Band and Louis the Singer. You're going to be performing with Louis the Singer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and Louis got some, I don't know if any of you have heard of Louis the Singer. You probably have. But he's like the big sensation right now.
Was it this one?
Yeah, it's
we
that one right
produced
there.
this song right here.
You're on this song, right?
That's my band.
Oh, that's
with Louis.
with Louis.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bobo Gomez.
Oh yeah, shout out to Bob, Louis, Jorge.
This guy-
TV band.
Yeah, Vega is the guy that signed him up. Smooth Vega. Yeah, I follow Smooth.
Yeah, that's how we met.
That dude's awesome, man.
That's a good guy.
Yeah. So this Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Perez will be performing with Louie, the singer, on stage with Randy Rogers Band. Bucking Crazy's going to be there, and also Cheyenne. And it's Friday, February 21st. It's Hog Waddle, the festival that you do not want to miss this weekend. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. And then on Saturday night, se pone norteño. Va a tener Mía 22, Viejones de Linares, and Cardenales de Nuevo León. And that's on Saturday, February 22nd. And then on Sunday, it's Rock Night. My band Whiskey D will be performing. So, hey, along with Thunderstruck, an AC/DC tribute band, these guys bring the bell for Hell's Bells. They bring the cannons for those about to rock. It's going to be a lot of fun. School of Rock is a local school here in the Rio Grande Valley that teaches kids how to perform in a rock band. They do some performing as well. So gate's going to open at 3. Now, you got to buy tickets for Friday and Saturday, but for Sunday, it's absolutely free for everybody. NFL is over, so there's no excuse why you shouldn't show up, all right? And then, so get your tickets at eventbrite.com/e/hog-waddle. There's the, and get the tickets. You want to see Chris with Louie. It's going to be awesome.
No, it's going to be fun.
Saturday, March 1st, the following weekend, we'll be heading up to Victoria, Texas. It's the Livestock Show. We've got a little poster with that. So on Friday night, it's the George Strait tribute, and then it's Lucky Joe's going to be performing. And then on Saturday, it's going to be Whiskey D and Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics. So I'm going to get up and sing a couple of Ma songs with Mike. Well, I'm going to do, I don't want to say what songs I'm going to do, but it's going to be interesting. He actually invited me to sing, so it's going to be at the Victoria Community Center. Well, kind of, man.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever heard you sing Tejano.
Well, yeah, I've sang Tejano.
Not like Joe Lopez.
No, not Joe Lopez, bro. Yeah, but okay, I'm going to do Cadenas, bro.
Why did you say? I thought it was supposed to be a surprise.
Well, that's only.
Oh, you gave it up, Rock.
No.
Oh my God.
No, there's one other song that I'm going to do that is going to blow everybody away. So
Okay.
But I'm just giving you a little half and half, right? Little teaser away.
Teaser.
And then Thursday, March 6th, Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show, Mercedes, Texas, 7 p.m. It's Lucky Joe will be there with us. My band's going to be performing. We're going to open up the stock show. And then Lucky Joe will be performing our song that we recorded together, right? Third Rate Romance. And then on Monday, March 10th, it'll be Whiskey D and Guns for Roses, all right? So that's a Guns N' Roses tribute. So that's going to be a fun show. and then March 15th, we go to Eagle Pass, Texas, Roadies Playland on Indio Highway. It's the Crazy Pimps and Whiskey D, and we're at the moment we're trying to work something out with El Bronco 956, so he can be on the show with us, and we can perform our the Bronco 956. You know what I mean? So we're going to be all over the place. Oh, and then you remember this song, man? Watch. Let me see. Let me check this out. You all remember this tune, man? These guys are awesome, bro.
Oh, yeah, the Lonely Boys.
Yeah. Well, Whiskey D will be performing with Los Lonely Boys.
That's badass.
That just came up. It got confirmed yesterday. That'll be on Red, White, and Beach, July 5th, South Padre Island. And it's going to be at the amphitheater. So 4th of July weekend, all right? It's going to be...
I might come to that. Can you give me backstage?
Sa huevo, carnal. You get us backstage at Bésame Mucho. I get you backstage. And we'll have a good time, bro.
Órale.
And we'll hang out with Los Lonely Boys, all right?
Got it.
Órale, carnal. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I want to thank you guys for coming on by, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rock.
And I always got
Appreciate
you. I got you all's back.
Hey, let's sing
Thank
that
you,
song
guys.
together.
Yes, y'all gotta sing. Y'all gotta
How
sing.
far is heaven?
Oh, I can't do that one.
No.
Wait, you got that. I've registered.
Wait, there's a song, isn't there? Aren't y'all gonna do
Yeah,
what
you
y'all
got to know the
usually do?
words.
Like karaoke?
Which one?
We gotta do a song.
Yeah, y'all gotta do a song.
Which one?
I don't know. Whatever
No,
they want.
it's already too
What do
late.
you want to say?
It's
What do you want to say?
fine.
Rock already said it, y'all.
Yeah.
Ya se quiere ir, Chris. Look, ya se quiere ir.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. Look, he's ready to go.
Hey, man, we've
All
been doing
of
this.
our guests
It's 2 hours.
sing. All of our guests sing.
No,
At least a little bit.
At least Carlito.
Carlito,
que cante.
do you Ya, ¿verdad? No, sí.
Play La
No,
Flor.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Play La Flor.
Play La Flor and Carlito sings and I'll be happy.
No, hombre, Carlitos quiere tocar la otra rola, carnal.
That's La Flor.
No, hombre, quiere
Shout out to
tocar esta.
Raúl Lucio.
Play La Flor.
Esta es la que quiere Carlito.
Oh,
carnal.
Raúl.
You gotta know all the words though.
Yeah.
Country music singers.
I've always been a real close family.
Oilo.
Some of my kinfolks
Órale.
had disowned a few
Ponle la
others
cámara,
in
babe.
me. I guess it's because
Se parece
I
bocina.
kinda changed my direction.
Oilo,
Playing
oilo,
rock en
oilo.
español. Willing
Everybody,
to
all together.
Family tradition.
Come on, everybody. Come on here in the valley.
Why do you drink to get drunk?
Why do you love smoke?
To get high.
Why must you live by the song that you wrote?
Come on, Chris.
Over and over, everybody makes my prediction. So if I get stoned, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition.
Y'all have a good one. Good night.
I am very proud
¿Quieres seguir, Carlito?
of my daddy's
He
name.
didn't want to do it.
Although his kind of music
Oh, Stevens is taking it
and
away.
mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. It's in my position. There you go, Jax.
If I get stoned,
I'm just
all night long, it's a family tradition.
You already know.
Chris, you got to help us out. Come on.
Everybody, come on and say.
Why do you drink to get high? Why do you love smoke?
To get high.
Why must you live by the song that you wrote? If I'm down in a honky tonk,
Some old slicks
trying to give me friction. Leave me
Everybody.
alone and sing it all night
Everybody all
long.
together.
It's a
Family tradition.
Y'all have a good one. I love what chamos. Everybody wave.